Here in this video we will do how to represent a rational number on a number line. Fine. And first of all we will draw a number line. For instance, let us say this is a number line and this is 0. This will also extend towards negative values of numbers. And for instance, I'm going to write 1 over here. And we know that 1 by 2 is a rational number. Why? Because this can be represented in the form of p by q, and here we have some numerator which is equal to 1 and denominator is equal to 2, right? So denominator will be the unit place will be divided into how much parts. For example, here the denominator is equal to 2, so this unit point, this unit place or this unit value will be divided into 2 parts. Fine. And so we have divided this unit value into 2 parts, and this value at which we are dividing this place into 2 parts, this will give us the value 1 by 2, right? So this is the representation of 1 by 2, which is a rational number on number line. And here 0, how can we represent 0? This will be equal to 0 by 2 with the help of this fraction I'm saying, right? 0 by 2, after 0 we will get 1 by 2, which is this value. Again 0 1, what we will get again after 1 we will get 2 by 2, and after cancellation we will get the value 1. And we can go further also. We can find after 1 we can find here, this is 0 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 2. Here it will be 3 by 2. In the same way we can go further. Fine. This is the case when we got fraction of the type with denominator 2, right? In case we have the fraction of the form 1 by 3. Fine. Here numerator is equal to 1, denominator is equal to 3. So what does it mean? It means that we will divide that unit place, that unit value, in 3 parts. So in the same way, I want to consider 0 over here. So let us say I have 1 here. So in order to represent this fraction, we need to divide this unit value into 3 parts. So this is 1, this is 2, this portion 1, this portion second, this portion third. So we have divided the place into 3 portions. How we can write this? 0 will be equal to 0 upon 3, and this portion after 0, this will be equal to 1 upon 3, and this portion will be equal to 2 upon 3. This portion will be equal to 3 upon 3 after cancellation, which will be equal to 1. In the same way we can proceed further, and we can find other values like 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 5 upon 3, in such ways, right? So this is the way. In case we got some negative values, then obviously we will go on the left side of our number line, on the left side of the 0, and we can get negative values also. Fine. And in the same way, for example, I want to represent 1 by 8 on a number line. If I want to represent 1 by 8 on the number line, then again numerator is equal to 1, denominator is equal to 8. Again I need to represent that unit value. This is 0, and here we will get negative values. Let us say 1 is over here. Again we will divide this portion into 8 places. Fine. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 portion, 2 portion, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this unit value is divided into 8 parts, right? So 0 means 0 upon 8. This is 1 upon 8. This is 2 upon 8. This is 3 upon 8. This is 4 upon 8. This is 5 upon 8, 6 upon 8, 7 upon 8, and this 8 upon 8 will give us value 1. And again, if we want other values, we can move forward also. This is about how to represent these type of fractions or rational numbers on a number line. Now the point comes, like if we want to draw other type of fractions, like we have 4 by 9, 6 by 9, in this way, like we will not have 1 in the denominator. Suppose we have 4 by 9, or we have 7 by 4, then how can we represent those numbers also? In order to make you clear, I just want to repeat it again, that the value of the denominator will be like in how many parts the unit place will be divided. Fine. In how many parts the unit place will be divided. For example, denominator was 2, we divided the unit place, here it was 1, we divided the unit place into 2 parts. Denominator was 3, we divided the unit value into 3 parts, 1 2 3. Unit place was 8, we divided the unit value into 3 parts. Now we are clear with the value of the denominator, like what to do with the denominator. Now in case we got the value of the denominator also, like 4 7, it can be negative also, positive also. In that case, denominator will tell us how many these parts are considered. For example, we have divided the whole unit place into 8 parts. Now numerator will tell us how many parts we are considering. For example, 1 by 8 means we are considering only first part of the 8 parts. We have 8 parts and we are considering only first part. For example, we have 5 upon 8. What it mean? It means that we are dividing the unit place into 8 parts, but we are considering the fifth part, so we were considering this value, and this is the representation of the rational number. Now we have 4 upon 9. Fine. First of all, it is very clear from the value of the denominator that we are dividing the unit value into 9 parts, right? So just take this value. We are dividing the unit place into 9 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Sorry, this is 9 and 1 will be over here. We are dividing into 9 parts. Fine. But we are considering the fourth portion. We are considering up to fourth portion of this partition. Like this will be equal to 0 upon 9. This will be equal to 1 upon 9, 2 upon 9, 3 upon 9. This is 4 upon 9. So we are considering only this much, right? And we can write other numbers also. So we were considering fourth portion of the ninth parts of the division of unit value. Fine. In the same way, we can find minus 7 upon 4 also. In order to consider minus 7 upon 4, what we will do, again we have divided 7 upon 4. What it mean? We have divided the unit value into 4 parts, right? We have divided into 4 parts. We have to consider negative values also, so I want to take 0 over here somewhere, and we will consider negative value, and let us say 1 is somewhere here. Okay, so 1 is somewhere here. What it mean? First of all, divide parts into 4. 1 2 3 4. Fine. This will give us the value 1, and this is 0 upon 4. 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4 minus 2 upon 4 minus 3 upon 4 minus 4 upon 4 will give us the value 1. But we want to reach up to 7. Okay, so we have just reached to 4. Then minus 4, it will minus 5 upon 4, then minus 6 upon 4, minus 7 upon 4. Fine. So this is the value, this is the representation of the rational number on a number line, and in such ways we can represent any form of numbers on a number line. Fine. Just we need to consider the value of the numerator and the value of the denominator. Denominator will be like in how many parts the unit value will be divided, and numerator means which part, how many parts we will consider, right? How many parts of that division will be considered by us. So this is the representation of rational numbers on a number line. Thank you so much for watching.